What's going on, guys? It's been a while. This is kind of weird to be doing this, to be honest. I don't know. It's been like a month or something. I took like a break, and then I came back, and I did well, and then, I gave back some of my gains, and I I took out like most of the money from my account except for like 1,000, and I wanted to see what I could do with that on options, and then I lost 1,000, and then or it went down to like $60 or something, and then I deposited like another 500 bucks, made it up to 1,000, made it up to 1,500, and it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, but it's been like a fun one, like a disciplined one, and I realized that I found a better niche for me in the large cap market, but playing options. Now, I don't know if that's a product of the penny stock market being slow recently, or the fact that whenever I trade penny stocks, I seem to lose. And I don't know. It's with options. Now, I don't want to get into the whole. I don't want to explain options right now, but obviously, a lot of us don't have enough money to trade stocks like Tesla in our account. So, you guys remember I would be taking like 2,000 shares of a penny stock, right? Well, I'm not taking 2,000 shares of Tesla. That would be like 540 grand around if it was 270. So I don't have that kind of money in this account. So what I do is I trade options. Now, for example, the Tesla options that I traded on. I'll show you the video, but let me just see which ones I traded first. I can show you. Let me click on it. So the September 7/18 265 calls. The September 265 calls. Sorry, I'm just pulling them up here so you guys can see it. Okay, that's not right. Anyways, my point is that when you buy options, you have there's a lot more leverage, and you have a lot less capital needed up front. So if you bought one contract, you have a contract that controls 100 shares, whether it's a call or a put. And the point is that these move drastically in the event that a stock moves a very small amount. So if Tesla moves 1%, or if something moves 1%, typically the options will move anywhere between 20 and like 200%. So if you're right, you're really right, and if you're wrong, you're really wrong. So it's really good for people like me who are good at the direction. And what it's forced me to do is have really, really good entries. So if your entry is wrong on an option, for example, if you see this flag forming that I saw or something, you can kind of see it here, and you get in, you chase it just a little bit, like let's say you chased it up to here or something. When it comes back down to support, which you could say is this trend line or whatever it is, you'll be down like 30% or 35% or something like that. So you can't afford to be wrong in options. But when you're right, these things go up 10, 20, 50, 100%, just like, well, not just like that, but fairly quickly. So that's how I trade these. For example, Tesla is one of the biggest winner I had on Friday. And what I saw here on my other monitor, so I have a new setup now. I think it's pretty cool. I'll show you guys here. It kind of looks like this. Don't mind the cable management there. It looks kind of crappy. Let's just do that. So I got my TV up here that I actually have 1, 2, 3 charts. It's 3x3, not 2x3. So I have Google, Microsoft, Baba, Facebook, Tesla, Netflix, Nvidia, all these big board stocks, and I'm trading those rather than the penny stocks. At the moment, I might come back in when the moves are a lot more exaggerated, but right now, I love trading these, and I love this picture. This is a sick picture. I bought like $15 Amazon lights. I put them behind the TV. So it looks pretty cool now. So the reason I like these stocks is that you can't manipulate them with a big account like you can the penny stocks. And we've seen, what was it, AWX, when the SureTrader bought up the whole float, it went from $2 to $19 over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Now, There's no way you were going to hold on for that whole thing. It was just way too whippy, way too manipulated. There was fake bids, there was fake ask, there was hidden sellers, hidden bids. So I knew there was another answer, and I just didn't know what it was. And I knew about options, but I just didn't really try them, or I didn't know much about them. So I started trading them. You guys know that I started trading them towards the end of when I started posting videos, or when I stopped posting videos. I said I was getting into them, so I just did immense amounts of research on them, and I've fallen in love. Like, this type of move, like the big moves, will happen within, let's say, from morning until lunch or something. So it's not like you have to hold this for a couple days necessarily. You can if you want, and there's different contracts that expire at different lengths. So you can have so many strategies within this. But again, for example, let me just show you a quick trade I had on Tesla. So I saw this flag forming here, and so I was looking at these options that are currently $1.74 each. Now that gives me control of 100 shares or so. Like, well, it is 100 shares of Tesla, and this investment, if you bought one contract, would be so times 100, so $174, I believe. So I bought 8 contracts, if we watch the video here. 5 contracts, and then I bought some more. Yeah, so 8 contracts. I believe the investment there is $1.73 times 100 times 8. So if it was 10 contracts, it would be $17.50. So I believe whatever that is, it's like a $1,500 investment, somewhere around there, $1,400. And you can trade these stocks now. So my target was the break of this kind of wedge, or just right at the break. I wasn't looking for the breakout because at this point in the day, I wasn't up that much. I remember I was only up like $40 or something. I had 2 winners, 2 losers. I had a big loser turn into a big winner because of a chase. And like I said earlier, if you chase stuff, you could be down $200 on a $500 position, but it's on support. So you don't necessarily want to sell. But the better scenario would be that you just got in at the right spot in the first place. Because then when it goes back up, I made like $270 after locking in a $240 loss. So I was only up $30 on the stock. So I wasn't up much on the day, so I couldn't afford to be wrong on this stock if it rejected. So I'm in, and already I'm up pretty decent. Like I said, a $1,500 position size. So I'm getting ready here, and I use click buttons now. I'm not crazy with the hotkeys. I really take my time with trades, and I think them through. Like I said, I'm still learning. So I start to say, okay, I'm going to sell out a certain amount at, if it breaks over $2, I keep changing my order, but inevitably I put the order to sell all of my contracts at $2.31. So I'm waiting, excuse me, to get bought up here. I don't have the data, all of the data feeds, so that's why you can't see my order here. But you can see it. Oh, you can't see it on the chart down here, but my order's up at $2.31. So I'm just waiting for someone to buy it. So you can see this went from $1.75 to $2.33, just like that. So that right there is quite the percentage gain. I don't know what that is in my head. What is it, 30% or something? And I'm using the underlying, which is Tesla, of course, if I'm trading Tesla options, as my indicator of whether to buy or sell. So I'm not trading the stock directly, I'm trading the options behind the stock. So I see that the stock is about to break through, and people are buying it, and they're also buying the options. So my options were filled there, or my order was filled, and I made $400 on a $1,500 position. Now that's awesome. That's a big percent. So you can imagine the people that are working with, like, back when I had 10,000 in my account, if I had made excuse me, 50% on 10,000, that's $5,000 right there. So I like the way that options operate, not only because the underlying stocks are not easily really manipulated at all, like the penny stocks are, and they follow the patterns so much better. Like if you guys know about gap fills or just the regular flag patterns, if you look at volume and stuff, they're so much better than penny stocks. Honestly, I'm not sure why a lot of people stick with penny stocks by themselves, because even the vast profits that you make, you have to invest. Like if you have 100,000 shares in a $5 stock, you have 500 grand, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll make $1 per share, right? So you just made 100 grand. Now that's only 20%, and that's a lot. That doesn't come by all the time. Most people are aiming for 20 cents, 30 cents of a winner, and on big size, we're only talking like a 5 or 10% gain. So that's just why I love options. Oh god, I know I've been rambling forever, but things don't change with that, I guess. I keep rambling. That's just kind of an insight onto what I've done or been doing. So that was a winner. I think the last one was a loser. On Microsoft, I tried to get in for a breakdown. I missed the entry here at the high of day. Yesterday's close. So we gapped down. We came up past the gap, and I wanted to get in as it closed this window and was coming back down. I sort of chased this. I had a bad entry. I let it pop up, and then I basically shorted it by buying a put. I bought 15 puts, and it started to move in my direction a little bit. But then I realized I was being kind of stupid. I was chasing it, and I couldn't afford for it to go back up, so I just cut the loss somewhere right here. Where is it? Yeah, I cut the loss. I take a very small loser. Now, that's buying and selling at the same price, I think, at 20 cents. So that was all commission that I lost right there. It's $30. So you have to be very, very precise with options. Now, that was the day. Like on Friday alone, I made $530 Canadian. So that, for me, back in the penny stock day... Sorry, let me open that back up. That, for me, back in the penny stock day... would have been me using 2,000 shares of like an you know what I mean, like a $7,000 investment, $8,000 investment, where I started this kind of options account or this challenge. I made it exactly 1,000 US. So with that, I've been making almost, like, I've been doing better than I've been doing with penny stocks, and I think that's because I'm better able to play to my strengths. And just, I'm in a market that's not as manipulated. And like I said, I don't know if that's going to change when the penny stocks start coming back again. What I'm going to do with that. So, I don't know. I've just been chugging along. I've been doing well. I'll show you the past week here. Activity statement. Should pop up here. No, not this. Performance portfolio analyst. That's it. I should say, yeah. So I've almost doubled the account. Now, see, I was pissed off because it was doubled, but then I took one trade on the SPY when the SPY crashed. The SPY crashed on Friday. I kind of chased it a little. I had a winner, and I cut the winner in half, and then I went down under 100%. So now I can't say I doubled the account in less than a week. So this is for the people that need their proof and thought that I blew up and all this stuff. Like I made some money off camera. I lost some money off camera. Nothing to worry about. I've been struggling with whether or not I want to post videos. Now, I had this urge, this calling to make this video, and I don't know if it's going to be a consistent thing, or I don't know if I'm going to upload tomorrow after trading. I think I'll get back into it, but I don't want to make any promises because you might not hear from me again for a while, and I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I'll see how this goes, how I feel about this after, but I'm glad to be back. I'm trading some different things. I feel like I'm really evolving as a trader, and I know there's a lot of people that still keep up with me in my Discord here. I'm not going to plug it, but I even asked some people, I just asked that right now, if I should do videos again, but yeah, we've just been talking about all the stuff I've really talked about in this video. People are posting their trades, they're getting into options, so if you want to talk with me, you can talk with me there. If I don't show up on YouTube, but I don't know, I miss YouTube, I miss making videos, I miss helping people, I miss, I don't know, keeping myself like super accountable, even though I keep myself accountable to, I have 2 trading friends that I trade with pretty much every day, and I talk to every day, and one of them's a really successful trader, and the other one is just kind of getting into it with me, so I don't know, I have my being held accountable source, but I kind of miss YouTube, and I think I just let it get too far with Twitter, Instagram, and all of this stuff, and all of these numbers of what I was making, and big numbers, whether it was a win or loss, and then my friends started to like talk to me about it, and just, I don't know, the dynamic with some people got kind of weird, and I really didn't like that. I didn't like how like hyper transparent I was being, and the effect it had on some people that know me. I want to fly a little bit under the radar. And I know that none of my friends really watch my YouTube videos, so I don't care about that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this was that useful, this video, but I kind of just wanted to tell you guys where I've been at. Been trading like stuff like Apple, Tesla. Like I said, I pretty much just trade these 9 stocks that I have up here. If you have questions about that, just ask me in the comments on this video. I'll tell you all the stocks I trade and all that crap. But I'm trying to open up my repertoire. Like, I want to level up. Like, I go from penny stocks to big boards or options. And then, like, I've been, you can see, well, you can't see it. I've been watching futures. I've been paper trading futures. And I've been trying to expand my repertoire and just become, like, a better and more, like I said, just level up as a trader, because I don't want to be trading penny stocks for my whole life. And I know that the people that are very, very good at this don't just trade penny stocks. Now, maybe they have it as a part of their repertoire, like I said, but it's not exclusively what they trade, which is what I used to do. And I enjoy this so much more than like the hyper fast scalping where I'm like smashing the hotkeys within like a second and making $200 in like 40 milliseconds. Like, it's fun, but it's stressful, and I know there's a cap to it, and I know that once you hit a certain amount of money, you won't be able to make more money. So I can only imagine how long this video has been. I'll shut up. It has been good to make this video, and yeah, I don't know when I'll make another one. I'll say now that I will make one tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna start making videos again. So with that, I hope you guys have also been doing well. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm doing great. Trading has been improving. Like I said, I had my wins and I had some losses, but I've been doing well, and I'm super happy with the direction I'm headed in, at least. And just like I said, that progress from last week, it blew my mind, and that was with some pretty, not poor trading, but I have this thing where I cut my winners really, really early. Took profits way too early. Took profits way too early before a 100% move. Took profits too early. Early again. Like, so every single day I'm making these like trading errors and these mistakes, and yet I still did as well as I did, which is almost better than I usually did with penny stocks. So that's too much talking. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one.